Hey everyone, so today we are going to learn some really cool CSS features. So here I'm just going to open up a REPL dotted, a blank REPL that I have. So now the first thing that we are going to do is we are going to create a gradient. So to create a gradient, I'm just going to make a div and give it the class of gradient. So here I'm just going to make a class gradient, and inside that you have to specify the background as linear gradient. So linear gradient is the type of gradient, and then in brackets just write the name of two colors, two or more colors. So I'm going to do red, yellow and green. And we also need to specify the height of the container. So I'm just going to do 200 pixels. So now see here I have a red, yellow and green colored gradient. So instead of linear, what you can do is you can write radial. So now this is kind of a circular form of gradient. So what you can write to right. So now the gradient goes to the right side. If we do to top, it goes from bottom to top. So this is how to create a gradient. You can add how many ever colors here. I can add blue, I can add indigo, I can add black, how many ever colors you want, and it will divide them accordingly. And you can change the direction of it. So now what we are going to do is we are going to create something called a tooltip. So in a tooltip, what happens is you have a piece of text, and when you hover over it, like some additional information is shown to you. So I'm just going to delete all of this. Oh wait, I'll just keep it here. Just keep the gradient on the top, and then here down what I'll do is I'll create a p tag that has the class of tool tip. And here I'll just write this is a tool tip. Then inside this p tag only, I'm going to create something called a span tag. So a span tag is like used to give some small information. P class is for big paragraphs, span class is for just a few words. And here I am going to write additional info. Close the span tag. Now I'll give this a class of tooltip text. Now in my style.css, what I'm going to do is first I'm going to select the tooltip class. Sorry, the tooltip text class. And I'm going to give it the property of visibility hidden. This means that it won't be shown. So let's just check it out. So see, only this is a tooltip is shown. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the tooltip class on hover. So put a colon and write hover. Now what I wanted to do is I have to put this dot here. I wanted to make this tooltip text visible when I hover over the tooltip. So for that, after tooltip hover, I'm going to put a space and write tooltip text dot tooltip text. And then I'm going to write visibility visible. Now when I reload this, when I hover over this, see, additional info is displayed. without any JavaScript. So what you can do is you can style the tooltip. I'm just going to style it here. Tooltip text. I'm going to make its background. I'm going to make its background black. I'm going to make the text color white. Let's see how it looks now. Now see, it is black and white. Now I'm going to add a little bit of padding. Padding is 5 pixels and I'm going to add a border radius of 10 pixels. Or 10, yeah, 10 pixels. Now if I hover over it, border radius has not been applied. Now it's applied. It is looking decent. I just want it to be small. So for that, instead of the span tag, you can use the small tag. So small is a tag. So now see, the text is smaller. And if you want it even more smaller, just do font size is 10 pixels. How big is that? Yeah, this is nice. And I'm going to change the font family also. I'm going to do sans serif. Yeah, that's nice. So this is like a tooltip here. You can also add a dotted line here to the tooltip class tooltip. I'm going to do text decoration underline. The problem with this is it will give a complete line. So I'll try a different method, that is I'll give it a border only on the bottom. I'll make it dotted black, not black. I want a gray. Yeah, gray and 1 pixel. Great. So now I have it dotted, but it is till the end. So just make it display in inline, repeat that. Great. So now see, it is only here. So now we are going to do a really cool thing in CSS, which is animations. So you can add animations that make a image move like this. So see, I have this page here. So you can add all these animations. So I have this page here. These are just some alerts. And you can add all these animations. You can make your image walk around. You can make your image jump, turn around, and rock back and forth. So right now I have this large image here. So right now I have this large dinosaur image. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to style this, make this a little smaller. I'm going to set its width to 100%, 100 pixels, and height to 100 pixels. So great, now it's small. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add an animation to this. So for that, in style.css, I have to first create an animation. The first animation that we are going to do is we are going to change its opacity. So I'll just zoom in a bit so you can see better. And here, to create animations, what you need to do is you need to put an @ sign, then write keyframes, put a space, and then write any animation name that you want. So I'm just going to do my animation. What I'm going to do is I'm going to write from which means the start point. So from, and here I can write any CSS property. So from opacity 0.1 to, sorry, to opacity 1. Alright. So now let me just check it out. Now nothing is working. That is because I have to tell my image that I want this my animation to be applied to the image. So for that I'll use the animation property in CSS. Then I'll write my animation name. So right now it's my animation. Put a space. Write how much time you want the animation to take. So I'm just doing 1s right now. 1s means 1 second. Put another space. Then you have to write the type of the animation. So right now I'm just doing linear. I'll show you the other types also. Then you need to write how many times the animation should take place. So you can make it 1, you can make it 2. I'm just going to make it infinite for now, so that my animation keeps on running. So let me just reload this. So see, it goes down to almost transparent, and then it changes opacity. I'm just going to make its time a little bit more so that you can see it. I'm making it, wait, not 3, 6 seconds. So now see, you can see it changing opacity. But now the problem is when it reaches its complete opacity, what happens is it like instantly goes back to 0.1 opacity. So for that, what you can do is, so I wanted to toggle, I wanted to come up, then go down gradually. So after infinite, I put another space and I write alternate reverse. So this reverses my animation. Great. So see, now it is going down, then it is coming up in opacity. Great. So now I'm going to create another animation and I'm going to apply it to a div here. So I'll just make a div and leave it blank. I'm going to style that div. Sorry, not dot div, only div. I'm going to make its width 100 pixels. I'm going to make its height 100 pixels. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill this with a color. Okay. So I want background color. So let the background be blue. And I'm going to give it the animation. I'm going to create the animation after this. I'm going to make it my, or I'll just do color change. Put a space. It should take 4 seconds. Then it should again be linear. When we make things move, I'll tell you about this linear. I again want it to be infinite. And I'm color changing so that I don't want it to reverse. So here I'll go down at the rate keyframes. It is color change. And inside it, I'm just going to write from background and blue. So it should toggle between blue and green to background green. Now let's just check it out. So see, here is the div. And see, it's gradually changing color. Wait, I want that alternate reverse in this also. Alternate . Sorry, I need to put a slash here. Great. So see, it's changing gradually and then it's going back. So now say here I can only have two colors, right? That from blue to green. Say I want three colors or four colors or something like that. So for that, what I can do is I'm just going to change this color change one. So instead of from, I'm going to put a 0% sign, which means from the start. Instead of 2, I'm going to put a 100% sign, which means the end. And between this, I'm going to put a 50% sign that says background. Let's make it red. Oh, sorry. Background red. Check it out. See, in the middle it becomes red. So now we have three colors in this. You can put how many ever you want. So here say, I want it to be blue, red, green, but I don't want it to go back to red. So due to alternate reverse, it is going back to red, right? See, after green, it goes to red. I want blue only to come back. So here is where this linear becomes important. So I'll just delete this alternate reverse. If I change it to ease out, see, now after green it's blue only, but it goes slowly, so it changes slowly. You can still see where it changes a bit. So what you can also do is ease in dash out. So now it will ease at the start and the end. See, that alternate reverse made it a lot cleaner, but this also works. It goes slowly in the end. Now we are going to do something a little more fun. We are going to make this dino move across. So first of all, we are going to make it jump. So I'm just going to change my animation only because I have it linked here. I'm going to do 0% transform, and after transform, I'm going to write translate. So transform is used to like move the content here and there. So see, translate and brackets. So here you need to write two things. You need to write left or right, like how much left or right it should go, and how much up and down it should go. So the first one is always for left and right. The second one is for top and bottom. So in jumping, you need to go up and down, right? So it is 0% at the start. The left and right is 0%. And then I'll just make it go to 50%. And we'll see if it's top or bottom. So just duplicate this. Make this 100%. And make this come back to 0 because we want it to come back. So let's just see this. So see, it's going down. It's going down pretty slow. And then it's going up. So positive 50% means down. So I'll just make this go a little faster. I'll make this 2 seconds. So now see, it's faster. It's going up and down, up and down. But actually it is not going above its original position. It is just coming back to its original position. So what you could do is to make it like even go up, make this 50%. So at 50% it comes back to its original position. And then at 100%, you want it to go up. So translate 0% and minus 50% because 50% is for bottom, minus 50% is for top. So now see, it goes up, then it goes down, goes up, down. So now let's just try these left and right coordinates also. So I'll just make these the same as what the top and bottom are. Oh no. Refresh it. So see, now it's jumping diagonally. So positive 50 means to the right. Positive 50 is the right. Negative 50 is the left. Positive, and in the second time it's positive 50 to the down. Negative 50 is the top. So negative is top, positive is bottom. So this is one kind of animation. So now see here, the second animation is this rock back and forth. It's going to the front and then it's going back. So now we are going to make this animation. So this animation is a little different. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to delete the middle one. I only want two right now. And instead of translate, what I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate it. And here inside you need to specify how many degrees. So I'll do 50 DEG. And here I'll do minus 50 DEG. So this goes back and forth. Let's just see it. Great. So it's going back and forth. So now the next animation that is here is turnaround. So I want you to try turn around on your own and just like share the REPL with me. After you watch this video, just try turn around on your own and share the REPL with me. And after this, there is walk around. So walk around is a little different. So in this walking one, we are not moving this image. See here, this is at one place only, but the background is actually moving. You can't notice this. It feels as if all of this content is moving, but only the background is moving. So for that, first we need to put some background because otherwise you won't be able to see anything. So I'll just look for a background. Yeah, okay, something like this. Only the cacti. Okay, so this is good. I'm going to copy this image address. Copy image address. And I'll go back here to REPL.it. In style.css, I'll make my background. I first need to specify body. Background will be URL and then this thing. And what I'll do is I want it to repeat, so let's just check it out once. But I don't want it to repeat like this. So I'll just do background size cover. And I'm just going to delete these two divs. They are taking up a lot of space. I'm also going to delete the tooltip. Now let me check it out. Oh, I'll have to specify background repeat is no repeat. Background repeat. Spelled repeat wrong. No repeat. Now if I reload this, yeah, much better. So now I have to give this body an animation. So animation. I'm just going to name this walk. It should take about 5 seconds is good. And linear and infinite. Yeah. Now I'll go down and just create my animation at the rate keyframes walk. And here what I have to do is I'll just do from, or I'll just do 0% only. And I have to use the CSS property background position. And then in brackets, what I have to do is, and here I have to specify two values. So at 0% it should be 0, 0, 0 space 0, which means what it is right now. And at 100%, I'll move it a bit. I'll make it background position 0. I will do here is I'll put 10 VW because the first one is left and right, and 0 because the second one is top and bottom. So see, it is going to the left side. It looks as if it's going, but see, there comes a space in here. What I will write is I write repeat dash x, which means no repeat on top and bottom, but repeat on left and right. So if I reload this, great. So see, now it comes here also. A cactus is here also. That is all for today. Hope you understood everything. Thank you.